R-E-S-P-E-C-T, R-E-S-P-E-C-T. You know what that song is? That song was put out by Aretha Franklin on this date in 1967. You know, we live in such a contentious world. We need a little bit more respect. And as Peter writes in 1 Peter, as we finish chapter 3 today, Peter is going to tell us we need to be prepared to tell what God is doing in our life. And we need to be ready to do it. But he also puts this condition on it. Starting in verse 15, he says this, "But in your heart set apart Christ as Lord, always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give the reason for the hope that you have. But do this with gentleness and respect." You know, as the world screams all around us, and even in churches, people scream at each other, we need to just listen a little bit to what Peter says here. You know, we need to be able to share what Christ is doing in our lives. We need to know what Christ is doing in our lives. And sometimes that's something we just need to stop and look at what God's doing and not miss it. But when people ask us questions, whether it's about our theology or whether it's about our family or whether it's even about our politics, we need to be ready to answer questions based upon what God's Word says and also do it with gentleness and respect. So today, pray that God will give you that gentleness to share the gospel with someone. And I'll see you tomorrow.